Picture two people sharing a life. His name is David, hers is Rachel. He manages logistics for a regional shipping company, bringing home around $68,000 after overtime. She coordinates events for a nonprofit, earning roughly $59,000. Together, they pull in $127,000 annually. Statistically, that places them above roughly 3 out of 4 American households. On paper, they look stable, comfortable even. The kind of couple who should be sleeping well at night, contributing to college funds, and booking a flight somewhere sunny each winter. But numbers on a tax return don't tell you about the knot in Rachel's stomach every time she opens their banking app. They don't show you David lying awake at 2 a.m. doing mental math about the mortgage. This couple has done everything society told them to do. Degrees, yes. Full-time jobs, yes. A modest wedding, a small house in a passable school district, 1 child because 2 would have broken the budget. They don't smoke. They don't gamble. They don't buy designer anything. And yet, when their hot water heater exploded 6 months ago, they had to borrow money from David's father. When Rachel's laptop died last month, it went on a store credit card with 26% interest. They are not irresponsible. They are not lazy. They are trapped. And if you have ever looked at your own household income and wondered why it never feels like enough, then David and Rachel are not strangers to you. They are mirrors. The trouble announced itself with a grinding noise. Rachel was merging onto the highway after dropping their son at preschool when her sedan started growling from somewhere under the hood. She turned off the radio and listened. The sound got worse when she accelerated. She made it to work, then called David from the parking lot. "Something's wrong with the car. It sounds expensive." David was standing in a warehouse surrounded by shipping pallets. He stepped outside. "How bad?" "I don't know yet. I'm taking it to the shop after work." "Okay," he said. "We'll figure it out." Those 3 words had become their marriage's unofficial motto. They sounded hopeful, but David knew what they really meant. It meant another line of credit. Another month of watching their savings account hover around $6,000, which sounds like a safety net until you realize that $6,000 is barely 2 months of expenses for a family like theirs. The shop called the next afternoon. "Transmission issue, $2,200. Rachel put it on a card with a $5,000 limit. She didn't call David first because she already knew what he would say. What choice did they have? That night, after their son was asleep, they sat at the dining table in silence. The apartment, they couldn't afford a house with a yard, felt smaller than usual. David scrolled through his phone looking for a cheaper mechanic. Rachel stared at the wall. Neither of them said what they were both thinking. We make good money. Why are we always one broken car away from disaster? The question hung there, unanswered, because neither of them had the language to describe what was happening to them. Now, I want to pause here for a second, because some of you are listening to this and thinking, "Wealth Lab, that's literally my life right now." I get it. Keep listening, because David and Rachel are about to find out why this is happening, and more importantly, what they did about it. 2 weeks after the transmission repair, David came home with a glossy flyer. "Open house this Sunday on Elm Street, 3 bedrooms, finished basement, yard with a fence, and the elementary school is rated 8 out of 10. Rachel took the flyer. The asking price was $415,000. "We can't afford this," she said. David pointed at the flyer. "Our realtor ran the numbers. With our combined income, we qualify for up to $450,000. Rachel set the flyer down. Qualifying isn't the same as affording. She opened her laptop and showed him the math. A $415,000 mortgage with 5% down and 6.5% interest would mean principal and interest of about $2,500 per month. Add property taxes and insurance, call it $3,000. Their current rent was $1,950. This would be an extra $1,050 every month. "Where does that money come from?" Rachel asked. David opened his mouth, then closed it. "We don't have it," Rachel continued. "We have maybe $800 of margin right now. That house would put us negative $200 before we even buy groceries.